Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Falcon Update, live on YBTV. I'm PJ Rydell.
And I'm Reed Milliken.
Tonight, the Student Senate is meeting for a governance review. Let's go to Paul Callender at the Kim Phipps Admissions and Welcome Center to learn more about tonight's agenda. Paul?
Thanks, guys. I'm here outside the student SGA meeting currently right now. The Board of Trustees are currently meeting inside to talk about a lot of different issues here on campus. The first thing on the agenda is all about pedestrians and what's going on with that. There are currently a lot of issues being petitioned by skateboarders around campus for more lighting and reflective tape to be provided by campus just to make skateboarding and walking across campus safe at night. There's also a lot of budget talk happening. So a lot of stuff happening tonight. We'll have lots more to cover here at YBTV, but thanks for tuning in. My name is Paul Callender, sending it back to the desk.
Thanks for the update, Paul. Let's take a look at the Messiah COVID numbers. COVID cases are slowly climbing on campus with a total of 49 active cases and 64 recovered. According to Messiah's COVID-19 dashboard, the on-campus undergraduate vaccination rate seemed to drop this week to 69.4%. We contacted the Angle Center to learn more about this, but haven't yet received a response.
Last week was Body Positivity Week, and Wellness and Recreation sponsored several activities to promote the acceptance of all bodies and everybody. Body Positivity themed fitness classes were hosted in the Falcon Fitness Center, and new posters were hung on the walls. A special Body Positivity powerhouse was also held, and Wellness and Recreation hosted a pop-up table outside of the Union on Friday night, where students could learn more and write some positive affirmations.
Body positivity is really important, especially for young men and women today. In the media, a lot of unnatural or hyper-accentuated bodies are promoted and celebrated, and it's really important to have kind of a more natural, organic view.
These activities were designed to promote the idea that all bodies are beautiful and that we are all made in the image of Christ.
On Thursday, the Banquet Initiative with Minds Matter hosted a Jasper and Java event outside the Murray Library. The event took place from 12 to 2 and featured Messiah's favorite service dog. Hot cider and coffee were available to all who came. All students were invited to stop and play with Jasper for as long as they needed to de-stress.
Shakespeare came to Messiah this week with performances of Much Ado About Nothing by Messiah's Department of Theater and Dance. Let's go to our very own Chris Blakeman for a look behind the scenes.
The Messiah Department of Theater and Dance held their first performance of Much Ado About Nothing in Miller Theater this past weekend. The Shakespearean play opened Thursday and ran until Sunday. Performing 4 days in a row might seem stressful for the actors, but the hardest part might just be the roles themselves.
Hello, I'm Evan Tinsman. I'm a senior musical theater major here at Messiah University, and I play the role of Leonato. So, preparing for any role, what I do is take the time to learn their lines, go outside of the space when we're not rehearsing. I take the time to dive into the character, analyze my character, and understand what his background is, what he comes from, and what he's looking forward to within the entirety of the show. Shakespearean language, I like to think of it as old-time English, so you have to be able to figure out what he is saying.
Nothing that Shakespeare says makes sense, because he's like that. So you have to figure out what exactly is being said, and then also say it in a way that someone who has never read Shakespeare in their entire lives will understand.
If you missed this first round of performances, you can still catch the second round this upcoming week. Tickets are available online or through the Messiah ticket office on campus. Reporting for YBTV, I'm Chris Blakeman.
Thanks, Chris. SAB hosted a record crawl excursion on Saturday. Students could sign up and ride along with SAB to 2 record stores in the area. Here's Amy Sachs with an inside look at the 2 stores.
Hi YBTV, I'm Amy Sachs and I'm about to go on the SAB excursion to the record stores. We'll see how it goes. Here we are at Mothership. Let's go in. Mothership. Can you tell us your name and the origin story of the tour?
My name is Jason Pop. I started the shop about 3.5 years ago. I've been collecting records for maybe like 10, 15 years. I worked like a regular landscaping job, and I just got sick of it, so I figured I'd try this, and it's been going good.
We're here at Tom's Music Store. Let's head on in. Hi guys, I'm here with the owner of Tom's Music Trade. Can you tell us your name and a little bit of the story of the store?
Yeah, my name is Thomas Anderton. I've had the store in town for, oh my God, let me think, 16 years. 16 years, yeah, I'm 50 next year. I've been selling records since I was 12 in England, and then I moved here in 2000 and been doing this madness ever since.
Alright, thank you so much for having us here and
Pleasure. Anytime.
putting up
You
with
guys are
all of
great.
us.
It's been awesome having you in, so thank you very much for stopping by. You guys are great.
That was great, Amy. On Wednesday, the Messiah University Democrats held a Zoom interview with PA State Representative Brian Sims. Sims is one of the first openly gay elected officials in Pennsylvania. Students were able to ask any questions to Representative Sims through Zoom. The interview discussed such topics as women's reproductive rights, gay marriage, and controversy surrounding his career.
So we definitely had multiple faculty members, like the head of the honors department and Kevin Viegas, both reached out to me and expressed their concerns about bringing someone to campus who had previously had harsh words and actions taken. And so I think that was the main controversy we faced with this event, was making sure we weren't bringing someone to campus who kind of goes against Messiah's policies and things like that.
Make sure to check your email in order to not miss out on any future Messiah University Democrat meetings.
If you're looking for something to do on a Saturday night, look no further than the weekly Smash tournament held by Messiah's very own esports team. Here's Marie Miller with the story.
I'm Marie Miller here reporting on the esports Smash Bros tournament. Let's take a look. Messiah Esports has been expanding its reach this semester with open gaming events. Every Saturday, there's a Super Smash Bros. Tournament open to all Messiah students.
They're super casual, so just kind of show up to have fun. That's what everyone's here to do. Yeah, it's nice winning, but just kind of come here and have a good time.
The tournaments run from 6 to 9 p.m. in the Mellinger C basement. Players are sorted into double elimination brackets to give everyone a fighting chance. The matches are 7 minutes each, with the game ending earlier if one player loses all 3 of their lives.
So we wanted to create a bigger Smash community on campus. We've had smaller tournaments before, but we wanted a more organized thing, so we decided to start a varsity team.
Smash Bros. Is a popular fighting game and offers interactive gameplay fit for large groups. With famous Nintendo game characters spread throughout the game, there is always a hero to fit your play style and smash your opponent.
I play Lucina, and I like her because I like Fire Emblem, and she just kind of fits my play style, very floaty, good airspeed. But my favorite character is Donkey Kong, because Donkey Kong is a monkey, and monkeys are funny.
If you're interested in joining the Smash events, you can sign up at smash.gg/MSLF21. For YBTV, I'm Marie Miller.
Thanks, Marie. Don't go away. We'll be back with Falcon Update and more Messiah news right after this break.
The nursing program at Messiah College prepared me in multiple ways. It really just helped me grow in my faith, first of all, but also in my vocation. I have found that adjusting to the work environment has been easier, and I feel that it was very much to do with Messiah College's nursing program.
The simulation labs here at Messiah, the ones that we used as students, are very comparable to the local hospitals.
My first job offer was here during a shadowing experience through the college. I interviewed and pretty much got the job offer right there.
What I really like about Messiah students is that they look at nursing as a profession and a career, and they tend to do very, very well.
The fact that we are CCNE accredited says that we are engaged in effective educational practices. This means that the student who comes to Messiah College can be assured of receiving the highest quality nursing education and that their degree will be recognized by top healthcare organizations and graduate programs.
A lot of the relationships that I have with my classmates are very, very special. Nursing can be challenging, and so it's very nice to have friends that know what you're going through. One thing at Messiah College, which is really great, is how the Christian faith is brought into almost every part of your college career. In a lot of the classes, you have sometimes a devotional, or it's integrated into the course curriculum somehow.
The faculty at Messiah cared for me as a learner and as a person. They poured time and energy into me and supported me in my troubles and shared in my successes.
Come visit, set up a time where you can meet up with a professor, sit in on a class. It's a great way to see what Messiah College is all about, and just an overall amazing experience.
You're watching YBTV.
Welcome back to Falcon Update on YBTV. There's lots going on this week at Messiah, so let's go to Marie Miller with the campus calendar.
Welcome back to this week's campus calendar. I'm Marie Miller. As always, look out for plenty of fitness opportunities at the fitness center throughout the week. As the semester comes to a close, make sure you're checking your chapel credits. There are plenty of chapel and ministry opportunities throughout the week. In addition, attend Much Ado About Nothing in Miller Theater on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday this week. Tickets are $7 for Messiah students and can be found at messiah.edu/tickets. On Tuesday, SAB is collecting Operation Christmas Child boxes from 1 to 6 p.m. at the OST desk. The Career and Professional Development Center is hosting Mocktail Night in the Admissions and Welcome Center from 5:40 to 8 p.m. Make sure to reserve your spot today. Also on Tuesday, join the Order of the Falcon at their long board game night from 6 p.m. to midnight upstairs in the conference room in the Union. On Wednesday, attend Let's Talk About Stress in the Kleiman Haga conference room from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Join Res Life as they talk about life hacks from 5:30 to 8 p.m. in the Jordan Klein Atrium. Stop by the Epilepsy Awareness Table in the Union hosted by Minds Matter from 6 to 7:30 p.m. End your night on a prayer walk around campus from 8 to 9 p.m. starting at Hofstadter Chapel. Thursday afternoon from 3 to 4 p.m., join the CPDC for their info session with Dauphin County Social Services for Children. This event will explore career opportunities for those interested in social work, psychology, human services, criminal justice, and other related fields. The dance performance Blue Christmas will be held Thursday night from 7 to 8 p.m. in the Black Box Theater. Reserve a free ticket at messiah.edu/tickets. On Friday, attend the game night in the Union from 7 to 11 p.m. in the conference room upstairs. Join the Agape Center in the Union for their Thanksgiving Give Back event from 7 to 9 p.m. Much Ado About Nothing is showing in Miller Theater from 8 to 10:30 that same night. Saturday is packed with things to do, starting with SGA's all-class games from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the rec field across the train tracks. Come out and learn about the underground DIY movement at the Zine Fair from 2 to 5 p.m. in the Union, hosted by SAB. Also on Saturday, attend an eVocation, an interactive digital media experience in Boyer from 6 to 9 p.m. Stay tuned to YBTV for an exclusive interview with 2 members of eVocation. The Caribbean Student Union is hosting Island Vibes from 7 to 10 p.m. in the Union the same night. That's all for this week's campus calendar. For YBTV, I'm Marie Miller.
Thanks, Marie. Temperatures outside are starting to get frightful, and some of the weather this week may not be so delightful. Here's Chris Blakeman with the Falcon forecast.
Welcome back to this week's Falcon forecast. I'm Chris Blakeman. Put on your winter jacket and get some gloves because the rest of the week will be nothing but cold. It's currently 44 degrees with a high of 48 and a low of 31. Tuesday will be mostly sunny with a high of 51 and a low of 34. Wednesday and Thursday will give a bit of a break with a high of 61 and 70 respectively. However, the lows will stay the same with a 44 on Wednesday and a 35 on Thursday. There will also be a 60% chance of rain on Thursday in the afternoon. Friday will get right back to being cold with a high of 46 degrees and a low of 29. And be prepared for wind chill that will make the day feel even colder with wind speeds averaging about 15 miles per hour. Saturday and Sunday will close out the week with more chilling temperatures. Saturday will have a high of 48 and a low of 31, and Sunday will have a high of 51 with a low of 34. That's all for this week's Falcon forecast. Back to PJ and Reed at the desk.
Thanks, Chris. Daylight savings was last weekend, and the days are getting shorter. We hit the streets to see what the students have to say. It's Paul Callender with Falcon on the Street.
For this week's episode of Falcon on the Street, you guys are coming to us for this one. What are your thoughts on daylight savings? Just stop by, let us know.
I don't really care. In the fall, it's nicer to wake up to sun, and then in the like spring and summer, it's nicer to have longer light out. So I don't care. It's just normal at this point.
I think daylight savings is a little bit overrated. I think it's crazy that states like Indiana don't do it. Like, what do they do? You know, why can they do it? And it's darker now. It doesn't make sense.
Should I say it now? I said it's a joke.
Okay. Hey guys, Owen Hanselman here, and I'm here to offer my opinion on daylight savings. And what I believe is that it's just so foundational for American beliefs to be different. And I really believe that daylight savings is perfect for us in our country because we love to be different. America, baby.
Hey guys, Christian Wolf here. I gotta say, I really like daylight savings time in the fall, you know. Get an extra hour of sleep. I mean, downside is it's darker out like pretty much all the time, but hey, it makes you appreciate the sun when it is out. Thank you guys.
Well, there you have it, folks. That's all for this week's Falcon on the Street. For YBTV, I'm Paul Callender.
It's cool. Yeah.
Thanks, Paul. Coming up, we'll take a look at Messiah Athletics. Stay tuned for more Falcon Update right after the break.
My name is Nathan Sims. I'm a junior at Messiah, and I'm a double major in both film and media arts and Spanish. I grew up making films as a kid. I saw that Messiah had a film program, and so when I visited, I just thought this is the perfect fit. Both the theory and practical considerations here have really increased my skill set, not just in a technical sense, but also from a theoretical perspective as well. I think the biggest piece that I'll add to my portfolio before I graduate is the final film for the junior and senior film project. That'll probably be my crowning achievement because I'm working with so many other artists and other film majors, and it's just been a really great opportunity so far. I think I'm most excited to use skills I've learned in documentary class. I have to make ethical decisions in every step of the process to really come up with a strong and truthful way to tell someone else's story. I think my professors have done a really great job of being strong examples for what combining your faith and your ethics with an art form like film, what that looks like. And so the interactions have almost always been positive because they're really invested in what their students are learning. One of my most valuable experiences was my internship, where I was able to actually apply what I learned in the classroom to the real world, and I think that's a completely invaluable experience. Personally, I did my internship with the Department of Natural Resources in Maryland, One of my favorite experiences at Messiah so far has actually been the Splice Film Festival, which allows students to submit their own personal work. And being able to share the art that I created as well as my fellow classmates was absolutely beautiful. I think the market right now is very open for film and media arts majors. There's a lot of different ways that you can plug in, both at nonprofits, at regular organizations. I worked in the government, and so I think there are absolutely a lot of opportunities.
You're watching YBTV live on YouTube. Check out our channel after the show for more great content from Messiah University.
It should be fun. I love s'mores.
Me too, especially on a campfire.
The best.
Golden brown.
So people ask me what kind of companies hire electrical and computer engineers. Basically, if you plug it in or it has a battery in it, electrical engineers were involved. Every Messiah engineering student is guaranteed an internship with an on-campus organization called the Collaboratory. The Collaboratory's business model is that it pairs student teams with either faculty mentors or outside professionals to work on systems that either care for the earth or help disadvantaged people around the world. One of our more successful projects is a project that involves facilitating use of limited electric power called EMMS.
So I am the student project manager of the EMMS team, and so what that means is that I head up a team of students and industry volunteers who are developing a system that makes it possible for schools and medical clinics to be able to efficiently share their limited solar power resources. Just the faculty and the way that they interact with the students to help them grow is such a powerful thing.
You're watching Falcon Update on YBTV.
Welcome back to Falcon Update, live on YBTV.
Messiah men's basketball season is officially underway. On Tuesday, the team began the season against the Catholic University of America. The Falcons dropped the opening game 60-80, but turned it around on Friday night. Facing Clarkson University, the Falcons defeated the Golden Knights 69-57, led by a 19-point performance from Will Young. On Saturday, the Falcons fell to Rowan University to finish tournament play for the weekend. The Falcons' next game is at Dickinson College on Wednesday.
Messiah Field Hockey opened their NCAA tournament play on Wednesday night as they defeated Stevens Institute of Technology 3-0. Ashlyn Smith led the scoring with 2 goals, while goalie Katie Brubacher kept Stevens off the board. On Saturday, the Falcons were defeated 6-1 by Babson College, bringing Messiah's 2021 field hockey season to a close.
This weekend, both men's and women's soccer competed in NCAA championship games. The women played on Saturday, facing Virginia Wesleyan University and winning 1-0 in overtime. Unfortunately, their luck ran out on Sunday, this time losing 2-1 to the College of New Jersey, ending their 2021 season.
On Saturday, men's soccer played Mount Aloysius College, coming out on top with a final score of 2-0, thanks to the stellar play of goalkeeper Jared Pavlovich. Then, playing again on Sunday, the men went up against Kenyon College, beating them 2-1, thanks to Pavlovich once again. The Falcons now advance to the Sweet 16 against Hanover College next weekend. Check GoMessiah.com for updates on the next games.
Messiah Swimming traveled to Lycoming College on Saturday. The men's team clinched a narrow victory, defeating Lycoming 127-121. Meanwhile, the women's team dominated Lycoming with an impressive 190-52 win. The men's team improves to 3-2 on the season, while the women remain undefeated at 5-0. Their next meet will be against Gettysburg College on Friday.
Messiah Cross Country competed in the Mid-Atlantic Regional on Saturday. The men's team finished in 4th place overall out of 31 teams, while the women placed 10th out of 30. Messiah's MAC champion Logan Horst placed 5th individually, earning him the chance to compete in next week's Division III cross-country championship.
That's all for this week's Falcon Update. We won't be on the air next week, but we'll be back on November 29th with a town hall. For Reed Milliken, myself, and our other fantastic reporters, thank you for watching, and get ready for YB Tonight.
There's something about the forest. Hiking through the woods, looking up to the treetops. Pitching a tent under the stars. Rising at dawn to chase a brook trout. Forests bring people together. Feed the soul and improve our well-being. Cleaning the air we breathe, the water we need, and making our climate livable. Now more than ever, forests matter. We need them. They need us. Fires and natural disasters devastate our forests each year. That's why the Arbor Day Foundation is working to replant millions of trees across the country. Trees are one thing we can all agree on. The time to act is now, so that generations today and tomorrow can continue to depend on our forests. The forest needs us. Visit arborday.org and see how you can help.
C77 is now officially rebranded as Yellow Breeches TV.
It's a big responsibility.
Oh, it's huge. I know, it's huge.
And the salary.
Oh my god, yes. I mean,
Right?
like, I was about to move in with my parents, and right before, yeah, so this saved me.
I really believe in you, you know?
Thank you. It's nice to hear that from someone.
These are cool. Did you, what did
You're watching Falcon Update on YBTV.
A student would want to study the finance major here at Messiah for several reasons. Students here are working and practicing in a setting in our finance lab with technology that they're going to use when they leave here and work in the field. And so our students are certified in Bloomberg. In addition, in several classes, our students are actually performing consulting projects with local financial and investing firms.
I think the biggest thing that surprised me about coming for the finance major here was just the scope that you get in all the different classes. So anything from corporate finance to portfolio management and security analysis, you touch on everything. Getting into investment club was something I really was looking forward to coming here to Messiah. I knew from very early on I wanted to get involved.
There's nothing wrong with going out, being successful, making money, but not allowing money to have a higher place in your life than God. So our goal is to get our students started off on their career path quicker and better positioned than any of their peers.
Good evening, Messiah, and welcome back to YBTonight. I'm your host, Marie Miller. First, we've got Abby Zimmerman, a performance major and violin player. She'll be performing 3 songs for you tonight. After that, we'll sit down and chat with the creators of Evocation, an interactive digital media experience. I hope you're having a great night, and stay tuned for this exciting show.
My name is Nathan Sims. I'm a junior at Messiah, and I'm a double major in both film and media arts and Spanish. I grew up making films as a kid. I saw that Messiah had a film program, and so when I visited, I just thought this is the perfect fit. Both the theory and practical considerations here have really increased my skill set, not just in a technical sense, but also from a theoretical perspective as well. I think the biggest piece that I'll add to my portfolio before I graduate is the final film for the junior and senior film project. That'll probably be my crowning achievement because I'm working with so many other artists and other film majors, and it's just been a really great opportunity so far. I think I'm most excited to use skills I've learned in documentary class. I have to make ethical decisions in every step of the process to really come up with a strong and truthful way to tell someone else's story. I think my professors have done a really great job of being strong examples for what combining your faith and your ethics with an art form like film, what that looks like. And so the interactions have almost always been positive because they're really invested in what their students are learning. One of my most valuable experiences was my internship, where I was able to actually apply what I learned in the classroom to the real world, and I think that's a completely invaluable experience. Personally, I did my internship with the Department of Natural Resources in Maryland. One of my favorite experiences at Messiah so far has actually been the Splice Film Festival, which allows students to submit their own personal work, and being able to share the art that I created as well as my fellow classmates was absolutely beautiful. I think the market right now is very open for film and media arts majors. There's a lot of different ways that you can plug in, both at nonprofits, at regular organizations. I worked in the government, and so I think there are absolutely a lot of opportunities.
You're watching YBTV, live on YouTube. Check out our channel after the show for more great content from Messiah University.
It should be fun. I love s'mores.
Me too. Especially on a campfire.
The best.
Golden brown.
You're watching Falcon Update on YBTV.
Welcome back to YB Tonight. I'm your host, Marie Miller, and without further ado, here's Abby Zimmerman on violin. Wow, that was actually really impressive. Coming up, we'll have an exclusive interview with Abby and hear all about her major and her performance. Don't go away. YB Tonight will be right back.
The nursing program at Messiah College prepared me in multiple ways. It really just helped me grow in my faith, first of all, but also in my vocation. I have found that adjusting to the work environment has been easier, and I feel that it was very much to do with Messiah College's nursing program.
The simulation labs here at Messiah, the ones that we used as students, are very comparable to the local hospitals.
My first job offer was here during a shadowing experience through the college. I interviewed and I pretty much got the job offer right there.
What I really like about Messiah students is that they look at nursing as a profession and a career, and they tend to do very, very well.
The fact that we are CCNE accredited says that we are engaged in effective educational practices. This means that the student who comes to Messiah College can be assured of receiving the highest quality nursing education, and that their degree will be recognized by top healthcare organizations and graduate programs.
A lot of the relationships that I have with my classmates are very, very special. Nursing can be challenging, and so it's very nice to have friends that know what you're going through. One thing at Messiah College, which is really great, is how the Christian faith is brought into almost every part of your college career. In a lot of the classes, you have sometimes a devotional, or it's integrated into the course curriculum somehow.
The faculty at Messiah cared for me as a learner and as a person. They poured time and energy into me and supported me in my troubles and shared in my successes.
Come visit, set up a time where you can meet up with a professor, sit in on a class. It's a great way to see what Messiah College is all about, and just an overall amazing experience.
You're watching YBTV.
Welcome back to YB Tonight. If you're just tuning in now, we just heard Abby Zimmerman perform 3 amazing songs on the violin. How are you doing tonight, Abby?
I'm good.
That was a really artistic performance. What made you choose those songs?
So the first one that I did, I'm actually performing on Wednesday for the entire group of music majors. And the second one is just a really beautiful song I like to just pull out whenever I need to perform something. And the last one I'm actually doing for my string juries, which are music final exams. So that's the first time I've actually performed any part of that piece.
Wow. Well, that performance is really incredible. It blew me off my feet. I have always admired people who play the violin because it's such an intense instrument.
It is.
Could you tell me how you calm your nerves before performing?
I don't know. I kind of just breathe a lot. That's not always very helpful. But my teacher had this great bit of advice. He's like, if you're feeling nervous, because I'm really not nervous in front of people, I'm very bubbly, but I get very nervous when I perform, and he's like, if you get nervous only when you perform, it's probably because you don't feel 100% ready. So before I even am performing, I practice a lot for stuff so that I feel ready, because if I'm more confident, then I'm not as nervous.
Mm-hmm. And I know you kind of mentioned it a little bit, but are there any performances that are coming up that you'll be in, and then where can people go to see those shows?
Yeah, we're actually having an orchestra concert on Friday evening at 7:30 in the High Center. We have a really cool person coming to sing. She's actually going to the Met in New York right after she comes here, so definitely buy tickets to come to see that.
Okay. Well, thanks again to Abby Zimmerman for coming on the show this evening. When we come back, we'll get to hear from eVocation creators Jess and Jean. Don't go away. YB Tonight will be right back.
My name is Macy Thornton. I'm a senior and I'm a
public relations major. I was initially drawn to the public relations major because I've always been great with people and the skills are very transferable. One thing that's definitely unique to Messiah is that they teach from a Christian perspective, and I've been able to use that in internships and those types of opportunities. The professors are great, they're very approachable, and they genuinely want to see you succeed. I'm involved in athletics in that I'm on the Messiah women's basketball team, and it's been one of the most enriching experiences of my life. I'm in a class called Senior PR Campaign, and we're working for an actual nonprofit organization off campus, so we're helping them with some PR-related things, and it's just really great to actually put theory into practice and to feel like you're making a difference even though you're still in school. And I also had the opportunity to do an internship with a minor league baseball team. PR practitioners have to conduct themselves ethically. They have to have integrity. They have to be honest and transparent with the people they work with. So ethics is a big part of public relations. I believe Christian PR practitioners are called to hold themselves to a higher standard because of their beliefs, and that should show in their professional life. I feel very prepared with regard to the experiences I've had, the internship opportunities I've had, and the knowledge I have that the PR major has given me and the skills I've attained through it.
You're watching Falcon Update live on Messiah University's Yellow Breeches Television.
Welcome back, and thanks for tuning in to YBTonight. I'm your host, Marie Miller. I'm currently joined by Jean and Jess, two of the creators of eVocation. How are you two doing this evening?
I'm doing well.
I'm doing awesome. Yeah.
Awesome. eVocation is defined as the act of bringing or recalling a feeling, memory, or image to the conscious mind. Could you guys explain what your event is for those who don't know?
eVocation is sort of like a scavenger hunt theme video narrative series. We are centering the stories on like friendship, loss, and like just gratitude. And I feel like the theme of we came up with just like it's always coming up on Thanksgiving really soon. I'm just like, yeah, I feel like it's just time to give thanks as well as like like reflect on the friendships that we have, and like with COVID. In the last 2 years, taking like away of the experience, we want it to be a scavenger hunt because we want people to feel that interactiveness and people just to like sort of like interacting with each other again, like it's back, and then just have a good time to each other before we head out for Thanksgiving break, obviously.
Yeah, I really love that. That's so awesome.
Yep.
So this experience is open to all Messiah students. Is that correct? Why should they attend your event?
So you are correct. It is open to all students. They should attend the event because not only is we're going to get to see all of the senior projects. Basically, this is a huge senior project for all of the senior digital media majors, and getting to see their work not only helps us be able to reflect on how we did and actually get to see people experience what we've created, but it also gets to have them come out, enjoy a fun time with their friends, and basically get to not only discover the story as they go, but also find the clues as well.
Okay. So what sparked the idea for eVocation?
I think what really sparked the idea was just like we had like a lot of ideas like during the process. I feel like what really sparked the idea was like when we, as I mentioned before, like the idea of like just having people like getting back together and interact with each other. And I feel like we want to make it interesting. So like what could we make? I feel like what could we make it interesting? And I feel like the scavenger hunt is one thing that is interesting because like, oh, people get to search for stuff, they get to search for clues, and they get to like do all that, and you know, like, and at the same time they get to interact with each other, and I feel like, you know, like it's like a good, just like a good thing to like, oh yeah, COVID, people didn't get to interact with each other. Now with a scavenger hunt, with like a storyline that like also allows them to reflect on this like really like just like Thanksgiving time. I feel like, yeah, that's what sparked the idea, and I feel like we came up with a storyline for it.
Absolutely, and I'm sure that this is extremely time-consuming, an entire project in a huge building, and you guys are digital media majors, so could you walk us and the viewers through the process of how you put this together?
Okay, okay. So the process was very long, as you said. So essentially, this is what we had to do for our class, and we have one professor, Professor Whitehead. She's a fantastic teacher who basically, she was like, guys, you're coming up with the idea. I'm going to be there if you need me, but this is your project. And so not only is that scary for a lot of, there's 9 of us. There's only 9 digital media seniors in this project. But we had to come up with the ideas. So we all pitched like, I think it was 7 or 8 ideas. And we had to sit there for like 3 hours, 2 different classes, just taking those ideas, picking what we liked from them, and then putting them into this one big event. And some of it stemmed from Jean's pitch, from our friend Caitlin's pitch, who did the mystery aspect to it. The storyline came from many different ideas, and the QR code stemmed from GIE's pitch. So we took all of that into account, and then we made one big project that at times we were like, wait, what does it involve? And we had to narrow it down even further, and then we had to set up not only the props for it, we had to do a schedule for it, not only for shooting, but for marketing. I'm the marketing director of my team. He is the video director of his team. And we had to do schedules, budget. We had to pitch a budget to the dean of the communications department. We had to do props, have money, set up a website, do an Instagram. We had to make the videos. We had to edit the videos. We had to post the marketing. We had to do promotional stuff like this, and also reach to like the Pulse and stuff like that. So we had to do everything hands-on, and we even did a run-through this past Saturday. The whole event will be 3 hours in total, but the experience is 20 minutes a person.
Okay.
And it's 4 to 6 people that can go through the experience at the same time.
So how interactive is the event? What are some things that people will be doing? Like, could you give us an example or like a sneak peek?
Yeah, I think the event is in a sense of like, yo, there's a digital part of it, like the video part. Like people are going to see the video in the exhibition, but then when they have to like watch a video, and like there's like stuff that we can add for the scavenger hunt, and that's where the interactive part comes in, because it's sort of like a ground between like, oh, there's a digital part of it, now there's a physical part, and now we just sort of blend into one and trying to create an interactive experience where everything that they saw in digital are translated into like a real life presence. And I feel like that's what makes it interactive. I feel like the QR code comes into play, and it will serve a crucial part in our experience as well. And I'm not going to tell more because I want you guys to come out and participate in the event.
Well, you've definitely got my attention for sure. Yeah. I will definitely be attending. Yeah. I'm sure that both of you are doing a lot for this event, and you mentioned your roles, but could you go in depth about your roles for evocation and then the other roles as well?
Okay, so I'll go through my team and my roles, and then you can go through yours.
Yep.
So as I said before, I'm the marketing director of social media and just management in total. We are both co-chairs of the event. I have Caitlin, who did our social media and graphics stuff. We have GIE, who's also social media and graphics, because they did a ton of stuff, not only designing. We have a special prayer card that you guys get to take home with you as a momentum of the event, but also the social media posts and all of the different things that go into it. Was so many things. Basically, those two did that stuff. They also designed the poster that everybody gets to see around campus. And then we had Lindsay, who did all the photographs that you see on our website, on what you're going to see throughout the event, and also the different promos that we have this week. We have a countdown coming out on social media, and she also designed the website. So those 3 are on my team. I had to oversee all of their work and give the okay and give my feedback, and also I had to do budgeting. I had to do different auditions with Jean. I had sent so many emails I can't even count. All right, Jean?
So I'm also like co-chair with Jeff for logistics, and I'm also the video team director. So what I basically do is just control the direction of the video and like make sure it aligns with the script and the direction of the video. So I feel like And obviously, like jazz, I have to send a lot of emails, like getting location permits, like getting like actors audition, obviously. So it was a lot of work. And but then that's the main part of my job. And there's Andre. He's the main editor of our team. He's really good, and he also worked a lot as well. Doing a lot of editing. So yeah, he also like has like really a lot of cool ideas that like can contribute to like the editing process. There's Tim. He's our camera operator, and he's actually shooting behind the scenes right now, actually. And yeah, so like he just basically tell like Andres and like the team is gonna tell him like, oh, where the camera should go. So like we wanted to create like an experience that like immerse people in like just trying to like to get the camera like movements right. The last two person on our team is Gabby. Gabby is our main sound designer, so she like basically find sounds to like incorporate the video and make it sound like just like really impactful, and as well as like like helping like, oh, what sounds could be there to like help improve the video and help improve the experience to make it more interactive. And lastly is Adrian. He's a script supervisor, so like all the storylines and like in the video and how the experience is gonna go is all the script is from him, and we help each other out. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on. And if you enjoyed this interview and you're interested in evocation, you can check it out on November 20th in Boyer from 6 to 9 p.m. And thanks again to Abby Zimmerman for the amazing violin performance earlier this evening. And if you want to check out more of our show, make sure you go to our YouTube channel for lots of great content. Thanks for tuning into YB Tonight. I'm Marie Miller, and have a great night.